Welcome to Under the Hood, presented by WholesaleCars.com, the podcast that pulls back the curtain on what really makes this buy here, pay here dealership tick. Here in Albertville, Alabama, WholesaleCars.com has been in the same spot since 1994, built on honesty, integrity, and excellence. And around here, the people are just as important as the cars. In each episode, you'll hear from industry professionals and the folks who make this place run, sharing real experiences from behind the counter, behind the scenes, and sometimes behind schedule. The goal? Transparency, a little humor, and a closer look at why this team does things differently. This is Under the Hood. Let's get started.
Well, welcome back, guys, to another session of Under the Hood with WholesaleCars.com. What we want to do is help to inform you about how not to get trapped at a conventional buy here, pay here operation, because they'll trap you with a low down payment and really, really tired cars. When I say tired, I mean 140, 50, 60,000 miles. Anyway, that's what we're going to talk about today, and stay out of that trap. Anyway, I'm joined here today with Adam Nelson. Adam has been with us a long time here, has done a fantastic job of representing the company well, and even out in public, he acts like he should.
That's awful nice of him to say.
He hadn't saw me lately. No.
And I've got Taylor back with us, our producer here, who he's going to eventually buy a car from us, because I'm going to put sugar in his gas tank the next time he's not looking, so he'll have to buy a car.
That Envoy looks pretty tired.
It's pretty tired now. It's pretty tired.
I feel like he's talking about me. He's saying tired cars. There's one sitting right there.
Is that a 02 or 03?
It's 07.
07. That's really tired.
Yeah, it's tired. But he's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's tried its best to just lay down on me. I just won't let it.
Yeah.
I got to do something sooner or later. I've just been. I'm the guy that I just hate to spend money. I hate doing it. It hurts my feelings, but it just is what it is. You gotta get over it at some point.
But we talked in the last podcast about affordability and dependability, and how the two, they can be married, and they are married here, and that's what we try to do. Mm-hmm. So anyway, it's how many of you sold this week? Gerardo I don't think he sold a couple.
The week's kind of running together since it's just the
holidays.
The 9th of July. I'm at 7 or 8, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Well, I can pick up on the tired cars with a recent experience as early as this morning if you want me to.
Yeah, let's talk about tired cars.
Okay. I get a lead again this morning from a guy down and around Gadsden, and he had been on the website looking, set an appointment, never showed up, which does happen. But he had been looking, so I reached out to him. Hey, are you looking again, or ready to buy? He had already bought a car, a tired car.
Tired car.
From dealer X, we'll call him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was mad, and the only reason that he took my call and my text, because I said this is Adam, and there's more Adams in the world than me that sell cars. So
do tell.
This Adam sold him a tired car, and there's no warranty on it.
Huh.
Yeah. And he was kind of upset about that. And he sent a nice text, so I thought I'd reach out to him and let him know it wasn't me. So then it intrigued me, and I went and found Dealer X.
Yeah.
And they have 50 cars on their website listed right now.
We've got
143.
143, yeah.
Okay. They go from a high mileage car of 288,000. Okay.
Ooh.
They're one star on the website. Is a Durango with 45,000 miles on it. Okay, so if they're listening, they know who they are now. But they also had a truck like we sold yesterday, Paul, a 2019 F-150.
Yeah.
Crew cab, or Super Crew. And theirs was priced a little under ours at $26,900.
Yeah.
We sold one for $31,900.
$31,900, yeah.
This one only had 204,000 miles on it.
204.
You remember what ours had on it yesterday?
Yeah, it had 26 or 29. Yeah, 26,000,
right.
Yeah.
And the customer that bought yesterday even did her homework and printed out one of these
That's a sticker, isn't it?
The original window sticker.
Yeah.
And that truck in 2019 sold for $64,900.
64.9.
Yeah. So that's value there.
That's value. That's right.
And only 26,000
Yeah,
miles.
she got it half price.
Yeah.
Half price.
Yeah. And was very happy.
Yeah.
Man.
But
Yeah.
I'm going to bet you, though, that the car she was looking at, the one that she found that was 3,000 less, probably didn't have a damage history on it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a good title.
Yeah. And tired.
And tired.
Yeah.
Very tired.
Yeah, yeah. I'd much rather have a properly disclosed damage history to me that's been properly repaired with low miles.
One more thing before I get off of Dealer X. They have well documented, no pun intended, a documentation fee listed with every car for $200.
$200.
Yep, just small $200 plus their asking price. Which we don't have that either. So.
Yeah, we don't do doc fees. We refer to them here as gotcha fees.
That reminds me of like back in the HVAC days, there were companies out there that would charge a service call, which most do, but then there were some out there that would also charge you a diagnostic fee to diagnose what's wrong with the unit, and then they'll fix it with whatever the parts cost and all that kind of stuff. But it's like a diagnostic fee.
Oh yeah.
Is that not covered under a service call?
Those are just gotcha fees. Yeah. People walk in here expecting, I think, and this lady that bought the Ford truck was a prime example. They expect to be talked down to. Mm-hmm. They expect to not be shown any dignity whatsoever, and it's very gratifying when they come in here and they realize that we're going to treat them just like anybody else until they give us a reason not to treat them that way.
Right.
And we can, at that point, if they decide that they don't want to act right here, they can leave. They can go somewhere else and then go buy that 100 and 200,000 mile truck somewhere else.
Yeah, most of them end up being thankful, and those folks yesterday were thankful that
appreciative.
Gave them another shot.
Yeah.
And they got a great truck.
They did.
Yeah,
they did. Walk through, Adam, when let's say you take a call this morning for a customer that's let's say in Coleman, and they found a car on our website. Walk us through how what you'll relate to that customer as far as that car is concerned.
Normally they want to know, is it priced correctly? Yes.
Because all of ours are priced
very
transparently.
Yes. And is it available?
Yeah.
And what would you need down, and what do I have to do to get in it?
Yeah.
And I go over all of that with them. And then if they are coming from Coleman, I'm going to let them know, hey, chances are this one's had some damage. And then while I'm telling them that, I'm trying to find the damage, what we had to do to it.
Right.
Offer to send them the pictures of it, and let them know exactly what we had to do.
Yeah, because
I don't want somebody driving 45 minutes.
The last thing we want to do is waste somebody's time.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you right now, again, everybody here, we're very, very protective of our reviews, and we've got good ones. The people that are selling 200,000 mile cars, they don't care about the reviews. You can go to our website and you can click on Google, you can click on Facebook from our website. Mm-hmm. We don't hide them and leave a review. But it's, we don't want somebody driving 45 minutes or an hour and get here and it's, why didn't you tell me that? Well, I was afraid you wouldn't come. No, we're going to make sure you know that. Mm-hmm. And when you're that transparent, you're already starting to build trust. They already start to trust you.
Right.
Because most of these places, most of them, they're not going to tell you that until you get there, and they're thinking they can talk you into it. Well, they'd lose me in the New York Minute just because they weren't transparent. Now, if somebody's driving from Gunnersville or Sardis, we're not, you need to drive up here and look at the car because you could fall in love with it. But we're not going to make you drive over 20 minutes to get here. We're going to tell you up front.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time somebody came and, left just because of that.
Yeah.
It did happen in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was that shock of, oh, my goodness, it's rebuilt.
Yeah. But that's every car has its own story, and we tell every story to the best of our ability. And these guys have seen me do it too many times. If it doesn't cut the mustard, we don't keep it.
Right.
We just don't keep it.
And just to go further with that, and I hate to keep on this Ford truck we saw yesterday. It was such a nice truck.
Yes.
I did a walk around video.
Taylor was supposed to buy that truck.
I
priced
I did a walk around video the day it came out.
I remember that.
And I put it on TikTok.
Yeah.
And within 30 minutes, a guy from Mobile called.
Yeah.
Really?
And he's like, if that truck's still there when I come through there, and then the next day was, we were closed for the weekend. So Monday, that guy called from Russellville.
Yeah.
He couldn't get over here till yesterday.
Yeah.
Which it sold before, and I called him and let him know. But I mean,
Yeah.
those are diamonds.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And when you buy them and we put them out like that,
Yeah.
they don't sit here long.
That-
Like
that-
you say, it's not a museum.
No, it's not a museum. That's what we tell people all the time. We say, I've told these guys to tell customers on the phone that, and unlike a lot of car lots, we take deposits here. But what kind of deposits do we take, Adam?
Refundable.
Refundable deposits. We're not going to keep your money. All we're doing is saying if you'll leave a refundable deposit, if you get here and for any reason, if there's not enough gas in it, we'll give you your money back. Because it's just, in some car lots, no, you left a deposit. No, I'm not going to risk getting a bad review because of a $200 deposit.
Well, and I was going to say, too, I don't have the history here like you guys have. But just in the time that I've been producing the podcast for you and putting out these clips and, managing that side of things, of all the comments that have been left, they're not official reviews. They're not
right.
Google, but they're, nobody has anything bad to say about this.
Yeah.
That's seriously, that's not a sales pitch.
That's right.
Every time somebody chimes in or leaves a comment on Facebook or Instagram, it's always, man, those are great people.
Yeah.
I'd send anybody up there too. I mean, I'm just saying, in the world of social media, that does not happen.
Right.
There's going to be 3 or 4 people that just blast you.
Got an axe to grind. And,
yes.
and trust me, they're out there.
Right.
They are. But like you say that, I've got the own Facebook where I put out our cars and people I've sold to, and I get so many notifications about what's happening in Scottsboro, what's happening in Huntsville, what's happening in Arab, wherever you are, where people will tag me when they're looking for, a reliable car, affordable car at a buy here, pay here. And I appreciate that. But there's so many. Had the lady that bought the little Escape yesterday with 40,000 miles.
Yeah.
Was a referral by a lady that
A 2015 model, I think.
a lady that had bought 6 or 7 here.
Yeah.
And sent, her our way.
Yeah.
Referrals. I love it.
Absolutely, because they were treated fairly and with dignity and people they come back.
Right. And then she was not surprised at all when she got here and showed her the pictures, barely any damage, and she was forewarned though.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell her.
Yeah. Well, again, there are different levels of the damage, and it's so many people, they'll take a look at one of the pictures and customer, what will they say a lot of times, Adam, when you show them the picture?
They totaled it for that.
They totaled it for that. I've heard them say before, well, they wouldn't total that car for that. Yes, ma'am, they did.
They did.
Yeah, they did, because it's just an efficiency metric that the insurance company just wants to get off their desk and do away with it. And because if an insurance company repairs a car for a customer, it's 6 to 8 weeks. Customers complaining about their car not getting back. That same repair we'll do in about 3 weeks, where it takes them 8 weeks because of the efficiencies that we've got baked in here. But they will they'll take that car and settle with the customer. The customer goes on and they put it in an auction where I buy it, bidding against other people, and we end up, all this is online. And when it gets here, if I don't like it, and about 1 out of 20 I don't like, we send it right back to the auction. And you may say, well, why wouldn't you like it? Well, the picture doesn't show everything.
That's right.
Between we're reviewing Carfaxes and pictures and a lot of gray hair that I've been doing this a long time. But sometimes I'll get fooled, and we put them up in the air, and if it's got rust, I'm not going to keep it. If it's had extensive damage that Carfax didn't tell me about before, I'm not going to keep it. Or if it's more tired than what I thought of in the pictures. An old tired car from 30 or 40 feet looks good until you sit in it and you feel the seat squish down and the air conditioner cools, but it's not as cool as it should be because it's tired.
I feel like he's just talking about my car.
It's just tired.
Hey, and to your point about insurance stuff, if you are listening to the podcast, I would encourage you, go back a few episodes.
Yeah.
We had an insurance agent on the show, and I just asked him every question I could think of insurance related when it came to damaged cars or branded title cars. Like, I mean, he said, even with his the company that he represents, it's like, not only can you get insurance, there's no rate increase. There's no we don't care. His words.
If you're paying the premium, they don't care.
Yes, he's like, we do not care whether that's a clean title, rebuilt, whatever. It doesn't matter to us. And so there's a lot of insurance myths around there.
Absolutely, there is.
And so I just took that show and I just threw everything I could think of at him. So go check that out, because he shoots down a lot of things that are just not true about him.
Yeah, we were reviewing. I was looking at. We got a bad review on Yelp the other day, and I was responding to it. And pretty simple negative review. When we get a negative review, this is typically what they are. A lady, she bought a car, and she paid it off, and she requested a spare key, which we had. We typically keep a spare key if we have one in the unlikely event of repossession. So, we said we've got one, and we told her that...
the lady in Florida.
The lady in Florida, yeah.
I was going to say, who uses Yelp?
Who uses Yelp? But anyway, I responded to the review, but I told the story on Yelp that, sure, we had the key, and she wanted us to mail it, and Shay said that, well, we can mail it, but we can't guarantee that it'll get there, because does anybody else have problems with the United States Postal Service? Or is
Never
it just
have.
me?
It's
never
perfect.
happens.
It's immaculate.
Never anything goes wrong.
Not our mail lady.
Not our mail lady. Yeah. So, but anyway, guess what? It got lost, and she's hot because her $80 key fob got lost in the mail. Now, she could have said, "Hey, I'm going to pay a $15, $20 FedEx." It would have got there. But she wanted to gamble with United States Postal Service, and she lost. And she also said something about a book, the owner's manual. When I'm buying a car, I typically get the owner's manual when I buy the car. And we don't keep books. We keep spare keys. But anyway, and also there was a guy back in 23 that left us a bad review that came and was shopping for a car. And we had a 30,000-mile 2013 Silverado truck. 30,000-mile 2013 Silverado truck. There's none in captivity. And this guy's talking about it was too high because it was a branded title. It was just too high. And I basically responded that, best of luck in your search for a discount on a 30,000-mile 2013 model truck. And by the way, we sold it 2 days later after he looked at it. Right. So anyway, but we get a bad review from time to time, but it's never on the quality of the car, because if a customer has an issue with a car, a legitimate issue, not an issue that they think they hear a noise on a car that's 8 years old, when naturally you're going down the road, 4 tires touching the asphalt, you're going to have bumps and rattles. That's just the nature of it. But we do our best to cure all those too.
Yeah, just like at the end of last month, we'll call him Customer J. Had the Honda that, like you say, that shouldn't have happened with that engine, and they're in a new Toyota now.
Remind me of that now. Let's see.
The white Honda Accord.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Took care of that.
Yes.
And they're happy.
It was a white Honda Accord, and they were out of warranty.
Just barely.
Just barely. They were out of warranty, but at the same time, because they paid so well, I think we gave them the option of repairing the car, and we'd cover half of it in a warranty. Mm-hmm. But rather than, I think I told a story similar to that in the last podcast, where they take their half of the repair and they bought another car, which I would have too. But that should not have happened on a Honda. It just doesn't happen. Now, Hyundai or Kia, you're expecting it. So, but that's just the nature of what we've got to pick from. In Hyundais and Kias, unless they've got really good, exceptional miles, we won't hardly buy them. Won't buy them with over 100 for sure. Mm-hmm. So, can you think of a time, Adam, that we got somebody in here that we talked out of buying a certain car and directed them to a car that they should be buying?
Yeah, just last week.
Yeah.
Had a lady come in, and everybody is guilty of it. We all want the flashy car.
Oh, yeah.
The sports car, the big truck.
Yeah.
She wanted a Charger.
Yeah.
Loved the Charger. Had the appropriate down payment for it.
Yeah.
Had income to prove she could make the payments.
Yeah.
But guess what?
What?
She couldn't afford the insurance.
Couldn't afford the insurance.
The insurance was higher than the payment.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
really?
remember you telling me about that.
Because
Yeah.
she was a young lady.
Yeah.
And
Dang.
we did what we call a reselection.
Yeah.
And got a newer car with lower miles.
Lower miles
Just
than the
a Char-
Charger.
Oh, yeah.
And
Nissan
affordable.
Altima,
Yeah.
22 model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And affordable insurance.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not really talking them. It's just being sensible.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't have bought the thing either because,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'm not having a higher insurance payment than
So
That's wild.
when you're
That's crazy.
so when you're selling a car here, how much confidence do you have when you're selling that car as far as dependability?
100%.
Yeah.
Like you said, unless it's a Kia that you're not going to buy any more of them.
Right. But not with miles anyway.
Yeah.
Occasionally we'll sell a repo with some miles, but we don't get many of those. We typically put them in the auction.
Yeah, they left a bad taste, and we're
Yeah.
So I'll sell anybody any car out here.
Yeah.
And I drive either myself.
Right. But because you drive one too. That's what. But we've got, I think, 7 technicians here that know what they're doing. And in the last podcast, I talked a little bit about people never considering, I buy this car from this guy in Coleman who's got 50 cars on his lot, who is more than likely struggling with his banker every day.
And no warranty on
And
that
no
car
warranty
either.
because he can't afford to put a warranty because the main reasons is he doesn't have a service department. He may have an oil change guy that can change out a headlight or a tail light, but when it comes to buying one of these $15,000 scanners and upgrading it every year to the tune of $8,000 or $9,000, which we have to do, but still, the cars that you're selling out there, you have a level of confidence in it that, because Adam does a lot of Facebook posts on his own, and he's trying to drive customers to ask for him when he gets here, and I don't blame him. But his reputation's on the line too if he sells a bad car.
That's
and
right.
and again, we can sell a bad car, but we've got a service department to rectify that. We have a customer's car right now. It may be your customer, the Silverado pickup that had
Oscar down in Gaston.
Yeah, and Mark and our service writer just raves about what a blistering nice guy he's been throughout this whole process. He loves his truck, but this is one with an electrical problem that we haven't been able to solve yet. But eventually, and Oscar, if you're listening, this is true, eventually, if we can't fix his car, he's going to get his money back, less a little. If he's had it for a couple of months,
we'll find him another truck.
We'll find him another truck, Adam says. So
That's right.
But anyway, he wants to keep the truck he's got, and we've ordered another electrical module to go on it at no cost to him. That we're going to make that repair. But if we can't fix it, and very seldom we can't, but we're going to make him whole. We're going to make him to where he likes it. But anyway, it's that makes a big difference if you're confident in what you're selling.
And they keep coming back.
And they keep coming back.
And they tell their friends.
Yes. And
this happened to my truck. They fixed it.
Yes.
That's what people want to hear.
That's right.
That's what we do.
That's right. And again, I ride up down this highway and I look at some of these car lots, and again, they're fixing lawnmowers and selling cars. And I used to be an old comedian called James Gregory. Y'all remember him? Adam, you do? Yeah.
Yep.
It's a real funny guy. He'd always talk about, he says, you did such a good job on my lawnmower, I'm going to let you do my income tax.
I know. Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
We do taxes too.
Yeah,
We do taxes at tax time. Yeah.
No lawnmower.
No lawnmowers.
I don't know. Kyle Webb can sharpen some blades.
We will trade for a lawnmower now. We've traded for a lawnmower
have.
before, though. We trade for guns. We traded for a washer and dryer one time. Anyway.
We held some land hostage.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We will, again, we are the bank, so you'll know in about 10 minutes when you get here whether or not everybody's approved. And the down payments based on your credit may be a little bit higher sometime, but also you need to consider, so many people think that they've got a zero credit score that it's terrible. Bring all the zero credit scores in here that I can just keep coming. I want you, because what you've done, you haven't messed your credit up yet.
Right.
And
we're going to shoot it up.
That's right. You're going to come in here, and we're going to give you the proper coaching and counseling, especially you young folks. Gerardo had one yesterday. His 18-year-old young couple that they bought, and the best way for us not to call you is to make your payment on or before time. So, but anyway, it's what we do here is we marry affordability and dependability. So,
it's basic and it's easy, and like when you ask me, do I have confidence in it?
Yeah,
100%, because I'm used to it, and I think everybody that meet me, it just spills out.
That you exude the confidence that you have here, because it's. I think Adam will amen this. I've got a lot of OCD about me, and it's and I want the front of our building looking good. I don't want any trash out there. I want our cars looking good. I want them smelling good. And I want them leaving here with probably 85% of the cars that leave here have a new set of tires on them.
New
batteries, and the batteries we put in there are not cheap, but when they come back in 4 years, they still got the same battery and it still works.
Right.
So, but that's
it's the confidence of and it just popped. The process that Nick Saban always talked about.
It is a process.
We've got a process here.
That's right.
And it's like when somebody pulls up on the lot or calls, I'm going in as A.J. McCarron handing the ball off to, Ingram. Here's the touchdown.
That's right. That's right. He tucks his head and carries the ball and does his thing.
Gerardo's blocking.
Gerardo's blocking.
I think Gerardo could throw a block for somebody. No,
I'm going the other way.
I mean, I really do think that there is something to that, though, because if something looked or appeared to be one way, then at some point during the sales process or after the sale, things fall apart, then this doesn't work anymore.
No.
And you know, people don't keep coming back. People don't keep, you know, referrals. And look, I'm full disclosure, like, I'm a marketer for a living. It's what I do, and I've got a lot of different ways that I help businesses do that. Nothing will ever trump word of mouth. Nothing will ever be better. You know, no Facebook ad, no like podcast. You know, nothing will ever be better than somebody going, "Hey, you have got to go see Adam. You know, he'll take care of you. And if there's a problem,
even better than that,
whatever."
Not last Saturday, we were closed for the 4th, but the Saturday before that, this lady that I hadn't seen in 3 or 4 years, and we keep bringing up Coleman. She lived in Coleman. She bought 2 or 3 cars here with us, and she pops in and says, "Hey, good to see you. I brought you a customer." Sits down, and you know, 45 minutes later, we got a deal worked out, and they're driving back to Coleman, and you know, they're low mileage Elantra, you know, and that nothing beats that. You know, did I have an idea they were coming that day? No idea.
No clue.
Yep. But it happens on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
But every car here has a story, and we tell that story.
Right, and that's, you know, when I started my business, just kind of going back to like when you were saying, hey, the cars leave here in the best possible condition that they can, you know, even including battery, tires, like the works. If something goes wrong with that vehicle, it's not for lack of trying.
That's right.
You know, and that's what I tell people when I started my business. Like, look, this ship may crash and burn, and we may be sunk. It will not be because I didn't try and give it everything I had. You know, it's the same process of I'm going to do everything in my power to make this work.
Yeah.
And if something happens, it won't be because I didn't give effort.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same process with you guys here. I mean,
it's, you know, we do something here. We have a safety meeting every week, every Monday. And it's, we do it with all the shop staff, and 2 or 3 or 4 topics we'll always bring up, and we talk about the reconditioning process a lot, about, you know, how can we improve and what do we need to do to get better. I mean, for instance, if you saw the process that we go through when we're reconditioning the interior of a car, how detailed it is, where we actually remove the seats and then remove the seat covers off the seats and pressure wash them and dry them and then put them back on. Because you can't get somebody else's dirt out of a car without doing that. You can clean a little bit of the topsoil, but you won't get the smell out of it.
I'm going to say no one else does that.
No, it's too labor intensive.
Yeah.
And we've got one guy that's all he does all day, is just remove seat covers and pressure wash seat covers and carpet, and it makes a tremendous difference in the recon process. But we've not had any lost time injuries up here in a long time. Yeah, because we're
not since Baker fell and broke his hip.
you know, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
that's a pretty good run.
That's a pretty good run.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good.
it
It was on
I
ice.
think it was longer than that.
Yeah, it was. It was. But he shouldn't have been walking on the ice either.
Way to go, Rodney.
But anyway, I guess my point in telling all this is to pull it all together. We've been here a long time. We've got long-term employees, long-term. They're paid enough that they want to stay. They're treated well enough that the ones that have been here a long time realize that I might go somewhere else and make a little money, but I know the culture here. I know the makeup of the organization and what they stand for, and that goes a long way as to who I want to do business with. When I choose to do business with somebody, I look at how long they've been established, how long you've been around, and I don't worry about it then, because I know they're going to be there if I've got a problem to come up. So,
Agreed.
yeah.
A lot of people, that's one of the conversations I get in with half the customers. They want to know, how long have you been here?
Yeah.
You know, normally I tell them I got here about 8 this morning, but
He's always a smart aleck.
yeah, there's one in every crowd. 14 plus years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's people that's been here longer than me.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's been fun. It's been a good run, and hopefully we'll get to continue for a long time. But it's again, we're not going to put you in a 7 or 8 year loan here. Don't come here looking for that.
No.
We're going to treat you right, and you're going to leave here with confidence and with your dignity intact, and in a good, dependable, affordable car.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Adam, I got a question for you. What is your favorite sale that you've ever made here? It can be just not necessarily the vehicle. Maybe it was the person or the situation or something like that. Can you recall one that you were just like, man, I'm glad that one worked out? Kind of put him on the spot.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell him about one. You remember this guy? He's dead and gone now. But this guy bought a Honda Fit from us and traded it back in.
Oh, yeah.
4 times.
No way.
It was a lime green Honda Fit. Had real low miles on it. He'd buy it. He'd drive it for about 3 or 4 months. I don't like this anymore. He'd trade it back into us. Come back and buy the Honda Fit in 3 or 4 months. He did it 4 times.
No way.
And was left tickled every time. He bought it back for the same money about every time that he left.
I was gonna say, after the second one, what did y'all start saying at that point?
Scratching her head. We don't understand, but it was an ugly car, I guess. But beauty's in the eye of the beholder. He liked it, but that's the one that comes to mind for me.
I just can't pick one. There's so many that, and they keep coming back. So
Yeah.
if I single one of them out,
Well, Adam always gets we pay a spiff bonus at the end of the month for most reviews. Adam always wins that because the customers keep leaving him good reviews, and
Sergio's getting close.
Is he?
Yeah, he's got some good ones out there.
Yeah. Well, good. Yes. Sergio's 75-year-old man I hired about 2 months ago. He's a good one. He's
He's very polite. We could all learn something.
We could. Yeah. He's. But he's. We may have him in it, but people have a hard time understanding him.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I have seen of him just on Facebook and stuff, he seems like he's glad to be at work.
Oh, he
glad
is.
to-
He
he's
is.
glad to
There's
be
some
here.
people that came in just before I came in here that said, we want to see the old dancing man. Because he's got a video.
I saw that video. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that
They
video.
wanted to see him. So.
Yeah.
Well, okay then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hand him off.
Yeah.
That's
But I
cool.
can't. I mean, there's been, I guess my first sale, I'll go back to my first sale ever.
Okay.
Because I remember that. I'd been here less than a day. It was right after lunch, and I took a phone call from a lady, and she asked about a Ford. It wasn't a Taurus. What was did they make a 300?
There's a
It was in between a Fusion and a Taurus.
is it a 500 or 300?
500.
500.
Ford 500.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
it was. That's what it was.
It's green.
Well, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. And she had the right amount of money down. When she got here, I ended up knowing her grandson. Her grandson went to school with my boy.
Yeah.
And I remembered him from football games.
Yeah.
And you come walking in, you're like, what took you so long? And I look, I had been here 5 or 6 hours, you know. And then she came back. Obviously, we were on 4-year terms back then.
Yeah.
And she came back, one of my first repeat customers, and bought another one.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then everybody aggravates me about a lady that, she doesn't live here anymore, but Miss Lucy.
Yeah.
You know, she ended up buying 6 or 7 cars from me because she had always, you know, unfortunately would have accidents in them, and we would keep selling her, you know, cars over and over. But, you know, just people like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What took you so long?
Yeah. And that's what I always ask these guys, you know.
Yeah.
Because,
I bet that is the best, like, claim to fame story. Like, I was here for 5 hours and I sold one. What are you guys doing?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Because some of them, it might take, they never sell one.
They never sell one. They find the door pretty quick, too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's like the ultimate one-upper story.
Yeah.
You know, like, back in my day, I got hired here and I sold something in 5 hours. What are you guys doing?
Right.
That's pretty solid.
But I would encourage all you folks out there, again, shop and listen to Dave Ramsey as far as looking for value when you're looking for a car. But shop, always consider the mileage. The mileage is way more important than a brand on a title. If you're buying from a dealer that's been in business as long as we have, we're not going to sell you a bad car on purpose. And the only real reviews, I don't consider Yelp a real review, but the only real reviews are Google and Facebook, reader reviews. That says it all. And there are a few bad ones on there, but it's typically from somebody that didn't make their payment. They wouldn't talk to us, and they got their car repossessed, and then they get mad. I can't help that. But read the reviews and make up your own mind. But we'll be here on this corner at 4050 Highway 431 in Albertville, where every car has a warranty and everyone's approved. Till next time, thank you.